Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. It's been a long time since I reviewed a British beer on this show, so let's get back into it. This is Morland's Old Crafty Hen. Looks pretty good in the glass here, you know, nice, kind of the same color as my sweater here. I don't know, it's like a deep copper color. Wow, you can see the carbonation in there. Get about 2 fingers ahead. Had a little bit more of a crowning when I first poured it. It is a little skunky. Not surprising, it's in a clear bottle, and it's pretty old. But actually, I can smell the actual real beer underneath here, and it does smell pretty good. It is, I mean, it's classic old ale territory, just like super malty, very, very toffee, caramel. If you ever had like an ESB or a bitter or something like that, something in that realm. It smells very British, so let's give it a taste here. Cheers. That's really smooth. Wow. Nice and soft and comfortable. One thing I will have to say about English beers, particularly the good ones, is that they all have like that real smooth, soft quality, just like where they're just like, doesn't matter if they taste good or bad, they're just like really comfortable in the mouth. Yeah, very fruity, classic British style, caramel, toffee, like it mentioned raisin on here with a raisin finish. I would agree with that. There's definitely some, you know, a little bit of raisin in there. Like if you're like, actually, I think Spotted Dick actually is like raisin, like a bread. It's like a pudding with raisin, and you kind of get some of that in here. Yeah, it's very, very fruity. I like that. I haven't had like a real, like, you know, this style British beer in a long time. At least I don't think I have. The light strike is definitely, it's coming through in the palate, so there is like a minor tang to it, slight kind of you know, sourness, or tang, I think is the proper word. It's not like completely spoiled, and like it's not like spoiled milk where it's like, get that out of my mouth. But I mean, it definitely, I mean, for a beer that's what, a year and a half, like maybe like 18 months old, it's not surprising that it would be, you know, still it would have that kind of tang quality because it's in a clear bottle. If it was in a brown bottle, it probably wouldn't be noticeable. I've never been to England. I've never been to like a authentic English pub, even here in the States. The closest I've come is Mahar's in Albany. That's been gone a long time, but it had the vibe of an English pub, and like it had a lot of cask beers, a lot of these style English beers on tap. And this just like totally flashes me back to a few years ago. Just really getting that I mean, from what I can, what my perception of English beer is. So I don't know what the actual Brits think of this beer, if this is what they would consider, you know, true British beer, or is this like the Budweiser of England? I have no idea. Or is this, maybe it's like the Michelob of England. It's made by Green King, you know. I gotta say, so far I am pleasantly surprised at this beer. I'm not saying it's like world class or anything, but it's pretty darn good. Let's take a quick word from our sponsor, the Handbook of Porters and Stouts, and we'll be right back with my final thoughts. Cheers.
Hey craft beer drinkers, have we got a book for you? The Handbook of Porters and Stouts. This book documents the greatest examples of dark beer available on the market today. From old world traditional brews to American craft breweries pushing the boundaries of what dark beer can be. You'll learn about the origins of the styles as well as the brewers behind the beer. Available in bookstores November 11th, or pre-order from Amazon at a discounted rate today. Come to the dark side with the Handbook of Porters and Stouts by Josh Christie and Chad Polenz.
Alright, let's rate the Old Crafty Hen. Alright, for aroma, I'm going to go 7 out of 10. There is a kind of skunkiness there from the clear bottle. I don't know when these British brewers will ever learn to use brown bottles, or cans are better, but imagine, it'd be weird drinking a beer like this out of a can. Anyways, 7 out of 10 I think is fair. Appearance, I'm going to go 5. I mean, look at this lacing, the head sticking around there. It's consistently carbonated. I don't know if you can see that. It's a nice color. You know, it's kind of like burnished, kind of copper. You know, it's not an ugly, rusty color. It's nice. I think it's pretty beautiful beer. I'm going to go 5 out of 5 on appearance. Taste, I'm going to go 8 out of 10. I probably would have went 9, but like as I said, the tang from the light strike, or maybe it's just because it's old beer, there's a tang in there that's like, you know, it's a little distracting, but everything else that's in there, really love it. I mean, to me, it's just the epitome of like English style beer. Really, you know, fruity, toasty, bready. It's great. Palate, I'm gonna go 5 out of 5. 6.5 ABV. Doesn't feel like that heavy. Feels like a freaking session cask beer. Feels like you know, something 4.5 ABV range. It definitely has a taste of a 6.5er though. There you go. Anyways, overall I'm gonna go 16 out of 20. Carly could have went a little bit higher if it wasn't skunked. But yeah, it's a 4.1 on Rate Beer scale, which is a 9 out of 10 on my scale. I think it's an excellent beer, even for being this old. I'd love to try a fresh one and see if there's a difference. But yeah, 9 out of 10 for Old Crafty Hen. I did not mean to rhyme right there. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Cheers.